in the hearing. So what happens with ONGO is as a digital enabler, we ensure that there is a successful business digital transformation for the business. And when I say successful digital transformation, it needs to be on time, which is the rapid solution delivery, which is very important. Rapid go-to-market is the key focus out here. The second thing is being rapid at the same time. Capital expense, a reduced capital expense or a negligible capital expense is a very important story for any startup or any business for that matter. Third thing is, of course, zero technical first. Though we talk about CTOs, we talk about technology, we talk about all this cloud infrastructure and all, if we get into the right business, I come from a business standpoint, when we are doing business, technology should be an enabler, and that's it. So we bring in all the three aspects to the business: rapid solution delivery, rapid go-to-market. Second thing being negligible capital expenditure for the business, and third thing being your zero technology first. We bring in these three, and we enable digital transformation to the business. Coming back to the business model of ONGO, we are very much in line with the cloud infrastructure providers' business model. We call it as pay as you go, or in other words, customized software as a service. Or it's basically technology on rent. So we provide that as a business model so that digital adoption should not be a blockage because of your financial capital expenditure. Same is the intent of cloud infrastructure also. Apart from you purchasing the heavy infrastructure and ensuring that the capital expenditure being drowned in the infrastructure, cloud is the next way to go, where you have apart from capital expenditure, you have an operational expenditure. So these are the aspects where ONGO relates itself to a cloud. And as a solution provider, we combine these two aspects of infrastructure as a service, technology as a service, and deliver the complete package to a business on an operational expenditure model. So that is on the business side of it. Coming back to the cloud, our business is in line towards a cloud business model itself. So the journey is togetherness. But there are quite a few challenges, because as I mentioned to you, last year we did around 750 odd implementations, customizations, and 750 odd customers being enabled. This throws a different challenge at us. The first challenge is, of course, maintenance of it. Right from the deployment. Deployment itself is a challenge because 750 odd customers having continuous deployments, having snapshot-based deployments. This needs a one-click deployment kind of model. We don't want to take time for businesses cannot afford to have a downtime. So one-click deployments do come big handy for ONGO. Even for the small and medium business, we cannot afford to spend a lot of time in terms of just deployment. So it has to be a one-click deployment. Second thing, as he was mentioning, scalability is a perspective. People always look at scalability is like growing from A to B. But it's not always growing. It is always about the right infrastructure at the right time. As the business grows or the demand grows, server infrastructure has to grow. What happens with infrastructure is you either grow horizontally, either grow vertically. But what is right at that point of time for the business has to be, infrastructure-wise, it has to be enabled. So scalability is not only going up, scalability is also bringing the right resources to the business at the right times. The biggest challenge again for a lot of businesses which we face is this scalability, making the servers up, servers down. If it is a manual intervention, it is like whether you are spending on infrastructure or you are spending on managed resources. So scalability with a dynamic model where it automatically scales up based on the demand, it automatically scales down based on the demand. So this is a very important aspect of we protecting our interest of our customers. Customers comes to us and say, hey, just deploy it. They don't know what it is, but redeploy it on the right infrastructure, right modeling, saying that hey, based on your growth, servers will be horizontally or vertically scaled. Based on the demand, it will be scaling down. It attracts cost as well. If there are CFOs out here, this attracts the cost component or price of the service. Pay as you go model will help you in terms of controlling the cost based on the demand. This is on the not only on this, on the security aspects. Our customers are geographically scaled, different geographies. Our customers are categorically scaled. We are category agnostic framework, so we have businesses coming from fintech to health tech, healthcare to a food tech delivery, and so on. Big list of customer categorization is there as with ONGO. What happens with this is security has to be defined based on a geographical rules, rule of land primarily. If a business wants to expand themselves to European Union or for example UK focused businesses, they definitely have to follow a GDPR compliance. Security is not always about hey, my data is secure or not, or my APIs are secure, so on and so forth. Is it compliant with the rule of land? The second thing is it compliant with the category of business we're doing? Say for example, if you're talking about healthcare, it has to be HIPAA compliant. If you're talking about insurance tech, a big list of compliances too. So like this, every geography demands security and compliances. Every category demands security and compliances, and these changes dynamically. Again, as a business unit, as a tech provider, we believe in the cloud infrastructure which has all these components embedded in it, so that we will not be worried about it. We will go for the cloud readiness on these security aspects, these scalability aspects. Of course, with the relationship, we have one-click deployments being enabled for our teams. So these are the aspects of which we definitely look for the cloud. And thanks to Alibaba, which provides all that to us. Thank you very much.
Thanks.